Hello and very good morning, students of class 10th E. Myself Siddharth Gupta, and I will going to teach you computer from this class. So, as I told you earlier, I will going to teach you computer, and you all already familiar with me. So I think I don't need to give any further introduction. So first of all, congratulations all of you for your better future. Now you are in class 10th and now you have a very added responsibility. You have to perform very well on your board exam and you should make this country as well as your parents proud. Now I just tell you few more things about to start before the start. So before start, I just want to say a few things. And the first and foremost important thing is that in our computer, you can see that there are basically 13 chapters. The in the that is the first chapter is the evolution and classification of computer. To the last chapter, the file organization. So basically, we have to complete all these chapters one by one, and you know that the chapter number one, the evolution and classification of computer, is also a part of your syllabus. But the question will not going to ask in the board exam as per the as per the um, computer syllabus, new syllabus. So I will going to tell you the notes. I will going to set you the notes of this chapter number one, that is the evolution and classification of computer. As and I already explained this chapter on your previous class, that is class 9. So I don't think so. I don't repeat this thing again. But if you say, I will prepare the separate videos for that so that it will save the time. Okay, I will provide you the notes after the end of this class, and I will give you 3 days to complete this chapter on your new computer class 10th register. Okay, I think you don't have any problem right now. So you have to prepare these notes. And now today I am going to start chapter number 2, that is data communication and computer network. So you don't worry for this thing as well, because I will also provide all the notes in the PDF format. So you don't worry for notes and all the necessary stuff. I will I will provide practicals. I will make projects. So I will know how to teach you. You don't worry for anything. You main aim, you have to learn, you have to understand, you have to make your thinking broad. That means that you have to think in a broader way. Okay, so my aim of teaching is that. So I hope you have get my idea and you familiar with me and my teaching methodology. So I don't think so there is any barrier in between me and you. So now moving on to our new chapter, that is our chapter number 2 is wait for a second. Yeah, chapter number 2 is chapter number 2, data communication and computer network. So this is what the chapter number 2 is data communication and computer network. So this is our chapter number 2, and now let's start from the very basic. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say, what is data? What is data? So if I am saying data, data means any raw fact or information. Okay, data means any raw fact or information. So what is the data? So the first thing comes from this, that what is data? The data is a data is a raw fact or information. Okay, so data is a raw fact of information. So data is something which need to be processed. Okay, which need to be processed. Okay, but in terms of computer, in terms of communication, our data may be in the form of bits. Our data is in the form of bits. Okay, bits means collection of 0 and 1. So data is in the form of 0 and 1. Okay, so this is all about the idea of data. Data is a raw fact or information. Our data is in the form of bits. Okay, so you know that once we have to come and the second term, that is communication. That is communication. So again, what is the meaning of communication? Communication means to interact with two or more people for sharing ideas or information. Okay, so the communication means interacting with two or more people for sharing ideas or information. That means communication means जब हम दो या दो से ज्यादा लोग मिल करके जब आइडियाज या इंफॉर्मेशन को शेयर करते हैं, तो वो होती है कम्युनिकेशन. सपोज इन दैट वे, suppose we are doing the Zoom class. So in this class, you know that we are sharing the ideas and information. So this is also a type of communication. And the data involved, definitely there is a data involved in between that, because we have used consuming the network. So this is also a type of डेटा कम्युनिकेशन. जो हम लोग कम्युनिकेशन कर रहे हैं जूम मीटिंग के थ्रू, दिस इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डेटा कम्युनिकेशन. ओके, सो what is, so now I think the picture is come on your mind that what is data communication. So you can easily understand that what is data. So we have defined this data and communication separately, so you can easily understand that what is data communication. So I'm just going to share, I'm just going to tell you the very some popular definitions of data communication that will ultimately help you to define what is data communication. And I hope you can easily understand this data communication. There are various definition available, so you can refer any of the definition, and the basic idea is you can understand. Okay, don't worry for notes and anything else. You just keep learning and focusing on the learning purpose. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what is data definition, what is data, what is wait for a second. So I think I just get away with this. I think you just need, if you need to write, you just pause the video and write down all the stuff. And once you have done this, let's continue the video. And for now, I'm just going to delete this thing. And now I'm just write down what is the definition of data communication. What is data communication? So the definition said that definition said that the data communication, or DC, in short, the data communication we can call DC, is the process of using computing and communication technologies to transfer data from one place to another or between particular participant parties. DC, or you can say the data communication, enables the movement of electronic or digital data between two or more network nodes, regardless of geographical location, technological medium, or data content. It is very popular, and you can say that very classy definition of data communication. That means DC is the process of transferring data from one place to another place, or you can say that one party to another party. So you can say that DC enables the movement. DC enables the movement of electronic or digital data. Electronic or digital. You always remember that once we are talking about computer networking, so the data should be digital or electronic data. Both are the same thing. Electronic or digital data between two or more network nodes, regardless of the geographical location, technology medium, or data content. Okay, so this is the basic idea of data communication, that there is a no fixed geographical boundaries. That means we can't say that this Zoom meeting is restricted in Kanpur location. No problem in this. If you are sitting in the New York City, if you are sitting in New Delhi, if you are sitting in Hyderabad, it's regardless, no problem. Data communication is possible everywhere. Okay, so there is no geographical boundaries are defined in the data communication. So the idea is that we have to understand that there is a medium for each of us. That is, medium would be wired or wireless. Okay, so this is all about data communication. As I told you earlier, that data communication is the process of using computing and communication technology to transfer data from one computer to another or between particular parties. Okay, so I think you have get the point. And now I'm just repeat this thing in Hindi. बेटा डेटा कम्युनिकेशन एक प्रोसेस है, एक तरीका है जिसके थ्रू हम किसी भी जगह पर एक सूचना को, एक इंफॉर्मेशन को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह तक ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं. ओके, डेटा कम्युनिकेशन या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डेटा कम्युनिकेशन को में हमें दो या दो से ज्यादा कंप्यूटर्स के बीच में किसी एक मीडियम की जरूरत होती है. वो मीडियम वायर्ड भी हो सकता है और वायरलेस भी हो सकता है. बट अगर डेटा कम्युनिकेशन की बात किया जाए तो एक प्रोसेस है जिसके थ्रू एक जगह से दूसरी जगह तक की इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंचाई जाती है, डेटा को पहुंचाया जाता है. ओके, उसमें कोई भी उसमें बहुत सारे मीडियम्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. इसमें बहुत सारे हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर भी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं जिसके बारे में अभी हम लोग बात करेंगे. सो बेसिकली डेटा कम्युनिकेशन को आप समझ पा रहे होंगे क्या होता है. मेरे ख्याल से मैंने इसको बहुत ही बेसिक लैंग्वेज में आपको इंट्रोडक्शन दे दिया है. सो अब मैं बात करता हूं डेटा कम्युनिकेशन को, एक बेसिक कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ डेटा कम्युनिकेशन की अगर मैं बात करूं तो मेरे ख्याल से आप लोगों ने इसको नोट, आई जस्ट वांट टू से दैट if you want to write this message, you just keep this thing on your notebook, or in any rough notebook. I don't mind, but I will provide all the notes, so don't worry about the notes. Okay, you have to write the notes of chapter number 1. I will give you the 3 days for that. Okay, now you have to understand this chapter very well. So I hope if you have any doubt, you just ping on the WhatsApp group, or you can ping my personal number, or you can call me. Okay, there's no problem in this. So moving on, I'm just going to tell you what you can say that I just give you some pictorial representation of data communication so that you can better understand this. Okay, so I'm just telling you all the things in a very basic manner so that there is no problem in between. You have to no problem to make a picture of this data communication. Okay, because this is very essential. Okay, so in the data communication, we required following medium. We required following medium. In data communication, we required following medium. Okay, the first and the foremost is we need a data. Data means a message which we need to transfer, Okay, so the data would be any text. Data can be any form. It would be a text, it would be a number, it would be a picture, or you can say image. It would be a you can say the audio, it would be a video. So message is in the any form, okay, or data is in any form. It would be a text, data, image, audio, or video, which is eventually turned into bits, and it will transfer into the form of data. So that will I will going to tell you later on. Okay, so because just we are in the very beginning stage, so I am just tell you what is data. So data, in data communication, data is in this following 5 form. It will be a text, it would be a number, it would be an image, it would be an video. Now what then we required a sender device. Okay, we require sender device. So if we talk about sender device, there are following sending devices like mobile phone, you can say like laptop. So these are the sending device. Okay, similarly we required a receiving device. You required a receiving device. Similarly, if you have sent the data, then definitely we need to receive receiver will receive the data. So we need a receiving device. After that, this sending and receiving, we need a what we need? We need a medium through which the data is sent. Through which data is sent. So the medium would be a wired medium or wireless medium. Okay, the medium would be wired medium or wireless medium. So I told you earlier that in wired medium we have basically 3 types of cables, that is twisted pair cable, optical fiber cable, or coaxial cable, that we have discussed in earlier classes. Now we are later, if we require, we will discuss. And in wireless medium we have basically some signals called microwave, Bluetooth signals, or Wi-Fi signals, radio signals. So these are the wireless medium through the data is transferred. Okay, so other is the 5th thing in the data communication that is required is the protocol. So the what is protocol? Protocol with nothing, just a set of rules so that data is transferred. So I will explain this thing later on, later in the classes. But you can understand that a protocol is a set of rules. It is a set of rules. It is a set of rules through that data is sended. So what is data communication? Data communication, what we have required, data communication, we required major 5 things. That is the data. Data is in any form. That would be a text, that would be a number, that would be an image, audio, or video. Similarly, the second thing in data communication, we required a sender device, and the third thing, that is the receiving device. And after that, we required a medium. Medium is something like we want to send some data through a wired medium or wireless medium. But nowadays 90%, or you can say 95% data communication, we use wireless medium. Have you got the point? Now the fifth thing, that is the protocol. Nothing, just a set of rules that follows all the data communicating devices through that the data is transferred. Okay, so I think you have got this point, that these are the basic fundamentals of any data communication. After that, I just want to ask that if you have any problem at any point, you can going to ask. Okay, this is the very fundamental and basic class, and I hope you just get each and everything in the class. If you have any problem, my dear student, any problem at any point, you just pause the video, ask the question, and ping me the message in the group or whatever the place. I am just going to a very I'll just explain it with a very good example, no problem in this. But if you have any problem, because I have already explained each and everything in a very easiest manner. Now moving on, I'm just going to ask. Okay. Now So this is the what the data communication required. So I'll just explain with this with the example. Suppose I have a message. I have a text message. Hello. I have a text message. Hello. Okay. This is a text message. Hello. I need to send. Okay. I have a message. Hello. Hello. Hello, friends. Okay. So this is what the message is. Okay. So to in data communication, this for in data communication language, this is called a message, or this is a data. This is what? This is data. And if I want to transfer this, I need a sending device. I need a sending device. Okay. I need what? I need a sending device. I need sending device. Okay. After that, once the data is sent, then what we have to need? We need a medium through that data is transferred. Okay. The data would be wired or wireless. Okay. So there is a medium through that both devices are connected. Okay. Then after, what we have to do? Then there is a receiving device. And there is a receiving device. We receive the data. Okay. This is what? This is the receiving device. Okay. And this is the receiving device through that the data is received. So this is all about the receiving, and in between the sending and receiving, there is there is some rule that is working out, that is called protocol. That is called protocols. Okay. That is protocols. Okay. So I'm just going this is I write the message, hello friend, this is a data. This is a text data. Okay. This is the text data. You can say that. I can say this is a text data. This is the text data. This is text data which we need to transfer. So we need to transfer this. We need a sending device, and all this all the sending and receiving device connected with the protocols. These are the protocols, are the rules through that our two devices are connected. So these are the connecting. The two devices are connected only and only with the help of this protocol. Okay. So if I'm talking about protocols are few rules to that two devices are connect. If you're talking about this Zoom class, we can only connect with you just because of this or you can say that okay, you can connect with me what the WhatsApp just because of this protocol. If your mobile or your computer follow these protocols, then only we have to connect, otherwise we are not able to connect. So this is what this is called a protocol. After that, there is a medium through which data is transferred. The medium should be wired or wireless. Okay. The medium should be wired or wireless. This is a medium. This is a medium. This is what a medium through that data two devices are connected. So these medium would be wired or wireless, so that two devices are connected with each other. So this is all about the data communication. This is the whole idea of data communication. I hope you get the point. I hope you get the point. So from this scenario, I think you get each and everything. So my dear students, I'll give you time to complete chapter number 1, because and if I have any problem in any part, you're just going to ask me. I will prepare the video for this for chapter number 1, no problem in this. But in your syllabus, the chapter number 2 is more important, because the chapter number 1 is not going to ask in exam. That's why I'm starting from chapter number 2. So you have to make I will provide you the lecture PDF of this chapter number 2 as well. but I will you have to write down chapter number 1. That the notes I will provide you yes on you can say that on tomorrow on today. Okay, today's video, today's after this class. So I think you get the point. So make a register for computer, and if you have any problem, you are free to ask. Okay, I hope you get the point. So take care yourself. Have a nice day. If you have any problem, you just ping me a message. Thank you. Have a nice day.